mentioned the BT 62 and 63, I was going to ask. Before pandemic stroke and in 2019, I read news that the Brabham project was considering to come to WEC for racing. But I was obviously doing some research before we talk, and haven't found any news later than that. So, in which stage is this project? Is it still on? You guys change the direction for racing or not in the WC?
No, I mean, look, when we announced that, they were our kind of long-term goals, which and a WEC World Endurance Championship project is huge. It's a huge undertaking financially and resources management, and as a team or as an organization, you need to be pretty mature to be able to support such a program. We're not there yet. We're growing step by step, but to support a project like that, that's a long-term goal. What Brabham Automotive is doing at the moment is obviously supporting customers who are racing out there, whether it's New Zealand, the UK, or in Europe.
Okay, but so that's still on the cards, maybe for the later future.
Yeah, it's still very much a desire to get there, but if we go there, we do it properly. We don't do it on the cheap or on the hope that we might be able to achieve. So we need to the company needs to be like I said, a bit more mature and a bit more foundations, which are being laid at the moment. Obviously, you talked about the pandemic. That definitely slowed things down for a while, and things have started to pick back up again. It's probably the same for a lot of people. And we're a small, Brabham Automotive's a small niche manufacturer, and it needs to grow to a point to be able to support a big program.
Yeah, understood. And taking the opportunity, when we mentioned the manufacturing and the team, coming back to the last question, if into this area of the project as a constructor, the right opportunity came up to race, would you still think about it?
For me personally,
yes.
Yeah, I think if I felt right, I mean, look, I was a professional for a long time. I know what it takes to be on the limit, as much as much as it needs to take to be able to push yourself, the people around you. You're looking for every little ounce of perfection. You need to be so dedicated to that, and I was that. I'm not that now. I just don't have the time or the desire to do that. So I would have to ask myself pretty hard questions whether or not it was the right thing to do, or is it better to have someone younger, faster than someone like myself? It really depends. It depends what we're doing and what's required, how I feel, whether I feel I can do the job. I mean, I qualified third a year ago in the BT 63, which was a good start to the program, and it took a while for my brain to catch up with everything that I needed to do as a driver, but I got there in the end. But the more time you're out of it, the more difficult it is, for sure.